How many students a year do you serve?
Well, right now we're growing every year actually, and this year we're serving over 550 students in all 10 grades that we're working with, and we'll grow to over 900 students. So it's a pretty exciting time to be part of the program, and pretty exciting for us that we can reach even more students. And the way that we do that right now, actually, we're launching our admissions process for this year. So we identify students, or they come to us maybe through a guidance counselor recommendation, or they hear about us as we reach out to their communities. We're going to do information sessions in all the boroughs and talk to different schools directly to just get out word about our program, and students will go through the admissions process during the sixth grade year. It's pretty intense. They fill out an application, write essays, they do some interviews, we meet with their families, see how the students work together with one another. We're a pretty strong community, and that's an important part of our experience. But really, the goal is to kind of have a holistic process where we really get to know the student and family, and make sure that they know what they're getting into with this 10-year commitment, but also kind of explain all the support we'll provide and opportunities we'll provide along the way.
Who is the typical Breakthrough New York student?
We work with students from a full range of backgrounds. Most of our students qualify for free or reduced lunch. It's typical for a student in our program to be the first in their family to go to college. Sometimes they're the first in their family to be in this country. We also, again, serve students from a variety of racial and ethnic backgrounds. So the majority of our students are Black and Hispanic, but all students are eligible to apply. Again, the students all come from low-income families, and they're really bright and motivated. So we're looking for students who are achieving at least an 80 or above in their classes at school, and that are scoring highly on their state tests, 3 or above on their state tests. So range of factors we consider.
And over the course of an academic year and throughout the entire year, actually, what are some of the things Breakthrough New York is doing to help these students overcome the challenges they faced?
The program looks different at different phases along the way, but when a student enters the program, they enter a pretty intensive academic experience with us. We do a 5-week full day, everyday academic program where they're taking classes, and students achieve about a semester's worth of growth in their academic work just over the summer. So they enter each school year really prepared to excel. We provide tutoring and additional support during the school year after school. Twice a week they come and join us with our programming. About 300 hours of support we're providing for these students. We also provide test prep. We know that one of the hurdles to getting into high school and then later into colleges is to master these standardized tests. Our high school students take 3 different kinds of tests as they apply to the full range of schools, public, private, and parochial. So we support them with going through that application process with testing, but also with knowing what are the other parts of the process. How do you apply for financial aid? How do you fill out an application form? What's even required? So we're providing guidance and support and training for students and their families as they go through these different transition points, and then continue that support as they move into these college prep high schools through additional enrichment courses, access to opportunities, and mentorship. And again, during college, we do some great workshops to help students prepare for what the college experience will be like, and support them along the way, and help them connect to professional development opportunities as well, so they can graduate prepared to enter the profession of their choice.
And only in recent years you expanded to the 10 years to help students once they're in college. What prompted you to do that?
We realized that despite all the preparation we've been doing earlier on, there are new challenges and new transitions that come up along the way. And especially if we're working with a population of students who will be the first in their families to go to college, college is a really unique experience, and we wanted to be there with them to see them through, to make sure that students are making great choices as they choose their major, their classes they're taking. That can have a big impact on whether or not they can graduate on time, if they're fulfilling the requirements they need to. Certainly financial aid can be an incredible challenge, both when you're applying to school, but also continuing each year. And so making sure we can provide that added support and navigate that process with them and help them learn to advocate for themselves in the process is really, really important. So we're really proud. We just graduated our first class to complete the 10-year program. And as more and more students go through our pipeline, because we've expanded our enrollment at earlier phases, we're excited to continue to bolster our support through that full 10-year pipeline.
Well, congratulations on that milestone.
Thank you.
I'm just curious, since you've been doing this for quite a few years now, do you see or do you have a number of alumni coming back to volunteer and get involved in the program?
Yeah, we're delighted actually to have 2 alumni currently on staff, and they serve as incredible role models to our students. They're particularly working with our high school students, but they're also working with us to establish a strong alumni association. So we do have alumni who